Reason number one, Charles Leclerc. Hear me out. There are many things that Charles can do this season that can lead to Ferrari winning the title. Firstly, most obviously, he could win like crazy. Off the back end of 2024, Charles was different gravy. He was always getting the absolute maximum out of the car, except for when he didn't, and these results led to him almost being in contention for the title. Lando and Max were gunning for the title, and by gunning, I mean Lando with the handgun and Max with the freaking Death Star, but nevertheless, it was them too. However, Charles, who I should have mentioned, had a pretty bad middle part of the season, which saw him get like 6 points across 5 races, almost beat Lando to second place in the standings. And it's not some mathematical technicality that would have needed lots of luck. No, he genuinely could have gotten that result had Lando had a mid-final race. So, just imagine that form of Charles, but all season long. We know he has the potential to cook in the early bits of the season. I mean, just look at 2022. So again, imagine that, but with a more mature and probably faster Charles. I do not fear for him. I fear for others, since given the right car, I literally cannot think of a reason as to why he won't win the title from Max or any other person who dares to challenge for it. Reason number 2, Lewis Hamilton, our newest signing. Lewis Hamilton needs no introduction. Introducing Lewis Hamilton, he is a 7-time world champion equal with Michael Schumacher, who is also a Ferrari driver coincidentally, and Lewis is often considered the GOAT of F1. 100 plus poles, 100 plus wins, 7 world titles. I mean, come on, dude. Yes, he earned all his silver and gold in Mercedes, but if you watched this video, you would know that Lewis kind of felt betrayed by Mercedes since they really focused their attention away from him, which hurts him. He did get the many accolades and built the silver arrows from the ground up across almost 10 years, so even though Merc moved away from him for the future in 2022, it still must have hurt Lewis. But then we enter Ferrari. There were rumors that Ferrari had been trying to get Lewis for ages, but he always declined because Mercedes was simply better or it was his home. But with everything I just mentioned before, Lewis finally had enough and agreed to meet with the Ferrari boys. Then the infamous day of February 1st, 2024 happened where it was officially announced he would drive for Ferrari in 2025. And hey guys, check your calendars. What year is it? Oh right, 2025. Lewis has already tested out some cars, and according to reports from tire testing and private tests, Lewis is keeping pace with Charles and is sometimes faster than him. If Lewis somehow is driven by desire for the 8th and also enough terrorist instincts against other drivers like Max, who's to say Lewis also can't gun for the title? But there is a problem. Charles also has pace. We cannot have our two drivers fighting constantly, which compromises the team results, thus leading to no titles, right? Can he fix it? Yes, we can! Reason number 3, Frederick Vasseur. Vasseur is the Ferrari team principal, which means he has the most authority in the team. I think if there are going to be any problems within the team, he is the guy that will be responsible for fixing it. So take the entirety of the team for example, and yes, the team itself was a problem back then. An Italian clown by the name of Mattia Binotto, who we will talk about later, was the old team leader, and he was special. He came in during 2019 with the hopes of leading the team to the title, so in his first year leading Ferrari, the team gets accused and eventually charged with cheating due to an illegal engine. Great. This then leads to a couple years of mid, which again I will speak of later, and so coming back seemingly in 2022, seemingly is the key word though, cause yeah, we fucking didn't. We won races at first, but then the engine blew harder than your mother, which of course ruined everything, not to mention the damn strategic calls. Again, for later. Anyways, where am I going with all this? Well, the clown was fired after 2022, which led to Vasseur being hired for 23. And what happened? We became the only other team than Red Bull to win a race in 2023, which for context was the most dominant season by a team ever in F1 history. And the inherent car issues like the excessive tire wear and understeeriness were being resolved. 2024, however, would be his first true test, since 23 had elements from the old regime still, so 24 is all new. And what happened then? We almost won the title. Had it not been for careless mistakes from Carlos and Charles' depressive episode in the middle part of the season, we definitely would have won the title. So I am no economist. However, when the arrow goes up, it continues going up. Plus, the last time a Frenchman led Ferrari as its team principal, 13 titles came out of it. So please, man, let him cook. Reason number 4, the McLaren Formula One team. McLaren, make no mistake, are our rivals this season and past. In terms of heritage and icon aura, it is McLaren that rivals us, and for good reason. McLaren, started up by Bruce McLaren, had bred stars like Ayrton Senna, Alain Prost, Kimi Raikkonen, Lewis Hamilton, so they have heritage. They also have performance, since they have the second most titles in the sport, and yeah, you get the point by now. Right now, McLaren are the team to beat, since they dethroned the mighty Red Bull last year with their Constructors title, which only paves the way for us. Those last several races, starting from like Monza onwards, were races led by either a Ferrari or a McLaren. Again, McLaren did win it, but our drivers were motivated like never before. So again, imagine it all season long. Of course, this is a double-edged sword, since if we are motivated to push harder due to McLaren's performance, McLaren themselves will be more motivated due to our performance. But if we could get into and stay in a winning position against McLaren, then that is all we need. As long as the fight motivation from McLaren is alive, the title hopes are alive. So let's hope for a good, clean racing so we can get the absolute maximum from this legendary title fight we have on our hands. Reason number 5, Red Bull. This one is going to be short since I already kind of explained this one, but Red Bull has fallen off. 2024 was Red Bull's 9/11, except if the towers fell every single month of the season. I swear, every month there was news of someone leaving, someone saying the car is fucked, or worst of all, February. February saw their team principal Christian Horner outed for being a sexual harasser and just a straight up loser. This creates team conflict and power struggle, blah blah blah. Watch this video, and now we have this reality where the team that won 22 out of 23 races in 2023 is not even in proper contention anymore. I say proper since their driver Max Verstappen is undoubtedly the current top dog, so I wouldn't be surprised if he somehow contends for the title. Anyways, with Red Bull out of contention now, that is one less team we have to worry about. They'll likely still have issues to worry about in 25, which allows us to only focus on McLaren and beat them fair and square without breaking a sweat about Red Bull. But Max could still be an issue, but I digress. Reason number 6, racism. Cadillac are a company known for their racist policies and sales and racist white utopia they advertised from the 30s to the 70s. However, since then, they have changed and practiced better business, which has indirectly led to their Formula One entry for 2026. In 26, Caddy will be powered by Ferrari engines, which means our engine has to be good for that year given the new engine regulations for 2026. This can motivate the team to perform as best as they can and win the title for the maximum payout prize from the season, which is money that can be used to develop our engine and make it top notch for the Paramount season. That way, let's say we win, not only does it benefit Caddy, it benefits us too, since we can win past 2025. 26 will be ours, and 27, and 28, and 29, and 30, fuck it, every single year until the heat death of the universe. A wise person once said, and no, I didn't make this up, life is a slippery slope. One thing happens which can lead to many other things happening without the worry of problems like failure or, worst of all, irony. Frame that on your wall. Reason number 7, China. Zhou Guanyu has been hired as our 3rd driver, and man, is this guy money bags galore. If we can get the infinite funding of Zhou's sponsors, the team will have the resources to upgrade the car and not worry about a thing. And yeah, the cost cap, but I don't know, man, surely the money is good for something. Plus, we can contact the CCP and install cameras in the paddock in China, which can give us access to secrets that our rivals may be hiding. Call it cowardice, I call it using your resources efficiently. Reason number 8, Mattia Binotto, the Italian clown. So remember when I said he cheated in 2019? Well, we got punished for it, which led to 2020 and 2021. Our equipment was shit, our engine was shit, our car build was shit, and it was all a punishment. In 2020, the car was a boat, and worst of all, the pit stops were crazy slow. The drivers may as well have gotten a cup of coffee during it, cause it would straight up kill our races. Plus, there's the issue of our drivers. Charles that season was wicked fast, however, Sebastian Vettel was wicked slow. For the newbies, Vettel was a fantastic driver. However, in 2020, this guy kept on spinning and crashing and literally tarnishing his legacy that season. For experienced F1 fans who witnessed this, pronto, all I have to say. Anyways, luckily, it was the quarantine season, so I guess it was better that no fans were in attendance to see this embarrassment. But for 2021, we had to step it up, and We kinda did. I mean, the car was faster and we did get a couple of podiums, but overall, we could do better, especially in the strategy department. I have zero clue why Mattia Binotto never fired anyone in the old Strat team. I have countless examples, but I think these clips right here are the perfect highlight of what strategy was like during this time.
If we stay at this pace, what are we looking for in terms of position?
If we can keep Bottas behind P1.
Obviously.
And of course, we have the classic.
Stay out, stay out, stay out.
Fuck! Why? What are you doing?
So yeah, overall, the team should be motivated to never perform like this ever again. And if there is a major issue in 2025, we will likely fix it quickly so we can avoid the hell that was the Binotto regime. Reason number 9, Max Verstappen. Remember when I said Max could potentially challenge for the title anyway despite Red Bull? Well, this is that reality. Let's say this does happen. Max will fight tooth and nail for the title like he usually does, which means it's time for terrorism. Let's see Lando against his terrorism. In Mexico 24, Max straight up said, "You die today" to Lando and swiftly compromised him. Even though he finished behind Lando, Lando could have won but didn't thanks to the terrorism. Now let's see Charles against Max's terrorism. Austria 2022 was a fierce battle between the two, and what happened? Charles flipped the script. Charles was the terrorist and it resulted in victory for him. Finally, let's see Lewis against Max's terrorism. Hungary 24, Max was desperate to get ahead of Lewis, so in an effort to get past, he sends a dive bomb, which only embarrasses himself and Lewis stays ahead. Yep, I've seen enough. There are no other examples, obviously. So yeah, our drivers can handle Max's hot balls. Reason number 10, the dogs. Leo Leclerc and Roscoe Hamilton are the dogs that our drivers own, and just look at these guys. These guys are good boys and keep the morale of us high, but more importantly, the morale of the team high. If there is ever a rough patch, pun intended, the team can simply find the dogs and be happy again, which can improve the efficiency of the team members. Happy smiles lead to happy results, so yeah, a very short and simple reason for this one. Reason number 11, this guy from my Discord. He made a whole slideshow, so let's review it. Why Ferrari will win the 2025 title by Lin. According to the Chinese calendar, 2025 is the year of the snake. Ferrari was founded in 1929, which is also the year of the snake. Every winner from the constructors title during the year of the snake follows a pattern as seen here. Lotus, Ferrari, McLaren, Ferrari, Red Bull. I think you get the pattern by now. So thank you to Lin on my Discord, and remember, go join it. Reason number 12. Aura. Look at this picture and tell me you didn't just cream yourself. Lewis's aura is off the chart, so much so that he drives attention from other things outside of F1. Lewis is practically a fashion model and designer at this point, since he is part of the team headlining the Met Gala this year, which surely boosts morale. Then with Charles, he has such a caring aura around him that you never really find yourself mad at him. His aura can bring compassion in the team and boost morale through that, which could maybe lead to some cool PR stuff. Obviously, we don't want to look dumb doing PR stuff, so if the aura continues to farm up and the PR stuff is an output of that, not only do we have new fans which boost morale too, but we get more attention in general, which makes us the main characters. And the main characters always win, right? Right? Finally, reason number 13, my goddamn sanity. Everything in my life has been dedicated to seeing Ferrari win a title in lifetime with my own eyes. I've only ever seen them win in the past, but never in the present. Please, man, it's all I ask for. I have built this channel to express my love for the sport and Ferrari, and nothing would make me more happy than the title back with Ferrari and red as the winning color of Formula 1. If this does not happen, I will maybe go off the grid and may end up dead, so if they don't win the title, well, guess they got no choice but to win it for my life. Anyways, yeah, those are my 13 reasons why Ferrari will win the title. This year is our fucking year. Anyways, I want to give a quick shout out to all members of the vlog for their continued support. And remember, if you want to see videos early and get some more cool benefits, make sure to join it since it also really helps me out. Anyways, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe for better content. Make sure to let me know in the comments what your 13 reasons are. And as always, have an amazing day.
Good weather for the duck.